And like, what issues do you think Iowans are going to ask most questions on when the campaign trails all come here?
National security, of course. They'll be concerned with social issues. This particular group will be very concerned about, abortion and marriage and those issues, I'm sure. I'm a professor of political science and rhetorical studies. I study speech making and that kind of thing. So I pay a lot of attention to what they say and what their campaign themes are.
So with that background, what do you think is the key important thing for candidates to do when giving a speech?
Well, of course, they've got to be memorable. Since Donald Trump, I place a lot more emphasis than I used to be on what we call dynamism, potency, the potency factor. We used to look at logic, reasoning, and the ability to, handle oneself. But things have changed. I don't think anymore putting together syllogisms and anthonyms are going to be good. It's mostly making a dramatic impact. And that he set the bar pretty high as far as that's concerned.
Final question I have for you. What would you say to non-Iowans about the caucus process here in Iowa?
Well, I don't know what I'm hearing. There's a disconnect between what I'm hearing with the Democratic Party and the caucus. Really is to elect central committee members, to elect people to the county convention and in the state. Whatever we do in the caucus, it's not likely to be the actual nominee. Sometimes it is, but the Democrats seem to think it's a primary. They pay a lot of attention to that vote, and that's all. Everybody leads after that. And no wonder New Hampshire's concerned about how they become more like a primary. No wonder the National Democrats are jealous or concerned about Iowa being unrepresentative or whatever. I can't think, it's been a long time, except for sitting presidents, when we could actually vote in Iowa in the Republican Party and find that's the person that Romney did not win, but still in Iowa, but he did become the nominee. So I don't think people understand the technicalities of the caucus. To them, it's just a headline, so-and-so won, let's move on. No wonder the Democrats are getting into such trouble that they're trying to turn their caucus into a primary. They allocate actual percentage of delegates and so forth. And this is a delegate equivalent of 1/8 or whatever, and they go on. But by the time we get to the actual conventions, Iowa is one of the last state conventions. They'll come in June or sometime. By then, things will pretty well be shaping up. So, in spite of the fact, we know the caucus procedure very well in Iowa. We ignore that, at least the Democrats do. They keep thinking about accessibility and all these other issues. But the actual vote on primary day or the caucus day may bear very little resemblance to what happens at their national convention.